Frank Lampard on the verge of being sacked tonight. Big breaking news story came out at 1 a.m. Frank Lampard on the verge of being sacked if we lose to Leicester. Boy, we have a lot to talk about. Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. Big news story to talk about. Frank Lampard on the verge of losing his job. This is your preview for the Chelsea vs Leicester City game, which will be taking place at the King Power Stadium, 8:15 p.m. UK kickoff time. Big game. I'll be previewing the game, giving you guys the predicted lineup, what I believe Lampard will be going for this evening. All the news stories regarding Lampard, the big news stories, also discussing his press conference, his comments and quotes on Kemal AA, and will we finally see Hudson-Odoi making his first start? Let's wait and see. But before I do get into it, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the bell notification, and let's get straight into today's preview. A bit of a story to tell you guys. It was last night. I fell asleep quite early, about 11 p.m. at night, and my phone was going crazy. It was buzzing. It was going mental. I was thinking, what's going on? I just go on my phone quickly. I just literally scroll through Twitter, go on social media, and Twitter lost the plot. You know, it was in complete meltdown. Literally big news stories from Simon Johnson. Simon Johnson, we all know, a very reliable Chelsea journalist connected to the club. He was doing a bit of an interview on Talksport. He was on Talksport. The problem is no one really heard it, so this is already guesswork until this morning we saw the video. We saw what he said exactly word for word on Talksport. And in his quotes, he was asked various things about Lampard, and he was asked that if Leicester beat Chelsea tomorrow, so tonight, could Frank Lampard get the sack? And then Simon Johnson just reported, yes, I think it's a matter of when the decision is made at the moment. Well, put it this way, they've started looking at other possibilities, which is a story I've already written. When it already starts at Chelsea, then it's a matter of when, not if. There are two names that have been floated around in various circles. Yes, they have been reached out to. There's only so much I can say. He is in a lot of trouble. Wow. I mean, there is a lot to digest there. There's a lot that I'm going to be breaking down there. And the problem is, this is not some, unreliable journal. This is not just rumours. This is word for word coming out of Simon Johnson's mouth. You can't deny it's fake. This is a tier 1 journalist connected to Chelsea. You cannot find someone more reliable than Simon Johnson. Whatever you think of him, he gets his information correct. And the fact that he's saying this means that, listen, Frank Lampard is in big trouble. And I've said it on this channel for weeks now. I believe that it really is a case of when rather than if. I think, as I said, tonight's difficult. It's a very difficult game. Leicester is second in the table. We're going away to Leicester. The form we're in is not too great. I know, despite we won Saturday evening, it wasn't a convincing result. It wasn't a convincing win. And Lampard is truly under so much, scrutiny and pressure. Now, I know people want to say, Lampard is going to be given time. I don't think so. I don't think you realise how ruthless our board is. We have a very ruthless owner who, takes results very, very seriously. It's a results-based business, and this is serious. This is very... And listen, this hurts me to say it, as I said before, because Lampard is a legend in the club. We all should be hurt by this. We love Lampard. I grew up watching him. He was part of my childhood. But it just isn't meant to be right now. I'm not saying he can't come back in a few years to be a manager, but I'm saying at this present moment in time, he's not good enough to be Chelsea, manager of Chelsea Football Club. And this is big news. This is massive. The only issue I have with this is, you understand Lampard is under so much pressure. Why would he speak about this the night before a crucial game where this could potentially be Lampard's final game if things don't go to plan, if things go south? I don't understand this logic, because the problem is he's already under so much pressure. You're piling even more pressure on him now. And I'm sure for a fact there are certain players in the dressing room that aren't given 110% when they're on the pitch. 110%. And if he has any sort of hope to get 3 points this evening, he has to go by meritocracy. He has to play players based on merit. Hudson-Odoi has to be starting this game. He has to. There's no two ways about it. The form that he's in, he's continuously playing for Lampard, saving his bacon. He has to start tonight. It's unacceptable if he doesn't start this evening. But I think that the timing of these quotes is unjust. I think it's quite unfair. Maybe over the weekend, on a Sunday evening, maybe. Not on a Monday night when you've got a huge clash the next evening. I think that it's quite unacceptable. Again, we can't do anything about it. It's a reliable journalist has reported this. We have to move with it. Now let's look at his quotes on Callum Hudson-Odoi. He was talking about in his press conference for the Leicester game. We'll get a more insight, more of an idea if he's actually going to be starting this game. And he said that he's definitely playing well and improving, but I think it is a lazy stat, the one about scoring when he's on the pitch. If he's directly involved in goals and assists, then that's a good start, and he is doing that. He then later went on to say he's playing at a really high level in terms of where we saw him last year, recovering from an injury. I think visually, his confidence to go 1v1 and beat a man, that's what he has to be about. And last season, it wasn't quite there. He said he's young and came off the back of a bad injury, but now we are starting to see it come back. When he scored against Morecambe, I know it's Morecambe, he broke the line and he was doing it much more regularly. His progression is there, he's getting his chances, and he will get more chances. We had Christian Pulisic last year come to the club and have a really good record last season, the best of his career. Hakim Ziyech has come and has a good patch. Callum has raised his game and he will absolutely get opportunities. He is playing well, there is no doubt. He's playing better than I've seen him play for us and really contributing. That is through his own hard work. It's very, very good to see. Now, for me, I'm worried. After reading that out to you guys, I'm worried. There is no indication there whatsoever that he is guaranteed to start this evening. There is no indication. For me, he should be the first name on that team sheet, without a shadow of a doubt. The fact that there's no indication of that is worrying. Yes, he's talking about how he's praising him and, his performances are good. That's great. But listen, Mr. Lampard, is he starting this evening? That's all we care about. I feel as though he's kind of dodged the question like a politician there. If you look at the form, listen, Pulisic and Ziyech are both top quality players. They're top draw players. Especially Ziyech, I'd argue he's world class. Pulisic has got world class potential. But you have to play players on merit. Hudson-Odoi is on better form than both of them combined. Obviously, I would start Hakim Ziyech because he is our first choice right winger. He's the best on the right hand side because of his lethal left foot and his play style and Lampard's play style. And I would start Callum Hudson-Odoi. I would drop Christian Pulisic for this game because his form hasn't been that good and Hudson-Odoi has been on fire. If Christian Pulisic starts ahead of Hudson-Odoi this evening and Hudson-Odoi doesn't get a full 90 or at least start this game, then there should be a riot on social media. There is no way. We cannot accept this. He's not treated fairly. I told you this before. If he doesn't start, it's injustice. He has to be playing this game. For me, I'm not too bothered whether it's Giroud or Werner, as long as Callum Hudson-Odoi starts on that left-hand side this evening. It's pivotal. It's imperative that he starts this evening. The form that he's in. And as I said, if Lampard has any hope of winning this evening and grabbing those 3 points, Hudson-Odoi has to be playing this evening. At least starting. If he has to come off, after 70 minutes, okay. But at least starting from the get-go, causing Leicester problems, stretching that back line. His technical ability, his passing range, his passing range is phenomenal. His end product is improving. So for me, he has to be starting this game. But we'll just have to wait and see when the lineup comes out. I'm nervous for this game. I'm very, very nervous. Not the fact that I'm worried for Lampard, of course, but I'm nervous that we're not going to win. Listen, of course, there are some Lampard out fans that they want us to lose purposely so Lampard gets sacked, and I'm not one of those fans. Even though I want the manager out, I still back my team. I want us to get the 3 points. I want us to put in a top quality performance and secure the 3 points, despite my opinions on the manager. And I think that everyone should be like that as well. You support your team, regardless of the manager. You have to hope that the players give 110% on a consistent basis, as there's no doubt about that. I'm worried for the fact that Leicester are a top team. They're second place, they're at home. They've got top quality, world-class players all over that pitch. They're striving. They're working well under Brendan Rodgers. They've got a good project going on. They've been flying this season. And the form that we're in, I seriously doubt that we're going to win. We have the players for it. We have better players than Leicester. We have a much better squad, capability, mentality than Leicester. But I don't think with the form that we're in, with the position that the club are in right now, I don't see a win. I struggle to see a draw, and unfortunately this could be the end of Lampard. I generally see us losing this game. My score prediction, I'm going for a 2-1 defeat to Leicester. What do you guys think? Leave me your score prediction in the comment section below. And this is my predict lineup. In goal, Edouard Mendy, 4-3-3 formation. I'm going to go for Ben Chilwell and Reece James as a fullback partnership. I'll go for Antonio Rudiger and Thiago Silva. This is my predicted lineup for Lampard. I'll then go for Kante. Unfortunately, he's not fit for this game. I'd go for Jorginho, Kovacic, and I'd go for Kai Havertz. And then I'd go for a front three of Callum Hudson-Odoi, Hakim Ziyech, and then Olivier Giroud. That would be my team. But what would you guys think? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this video, smash like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.